Hello children, how are you? I am Masood Fatma. I will teach you Moral Science. This video is for the students of class 5th. In this video, I will continue with the lesson 1, that is living in harmony.
Children, let's continue lesson 1. See page 4, the second para. That is beginning with Indians are known. Okay, see in the book, page 4. Indians are known for their gaiety and cheerfulness. Celebration is in our culture. We celebrate in families, in communities, in the states, and also at the national level. There are cultural as well as religious celebrations. Cultural celebrations bring all people of the neighboring villages together for fun and merriment. Some villages are famous for their cattle melas. Harvest festivals are celebrated in every state of the country. Food mela is picking up in cities and towns. Boat races, cockfights, camel races, flying of kites and balloons, flower shows, animal fair, etc. are attractions of these melas. Religious celebrations bring people of all religions and castes together. Generally, these celebrations are centered around famous temples and shrines. The Rath Yatra of Lord Jagannath in Puri, the Kumbh Mela, the pilgrimage to the shrine in Ajmer, Velankani festival in Tamil Nadu, the Sabrimala pilgrimage of Kerala, etc. attract millions of people from all over the country. Now I will explain it to you. Children, you know India is known for its merrymaking, joyfulness, unity in diversity, and as such, being a country with diverse religious and cultural backgrounds, India as a nation gets to celebrate festivals of different types, taste, and colors. And that is what makes festivals in this country so special to experience. All festivals are cultural in one or the other way. There are many types of cultural festivals such as national, religious, and seasonal. They all serve the purpose of bringing happiness, harmony, and peace to our lives. And they strengthen our sense of community by bringing us together for fun and merriment. See, India is a land of fairs and festivals. Nearly every month there is a festival with fair held at different regions of India, like food melas, cockfights, camel races, then flying of kites and balloons, flower shows, animal fair, etc. are the attraction of these melas. In Kerala, boat races are there. Thousands of people come to witness it, means come to see. Now, some regions are famous for cattle fairs. Do you know? Sonpur Cattle Fair near Patna is the biggest cattle fair in Asia and world's largest animal fair. Did you know this fact? Sonpur Mela, you must have heard about it. Uh, Children, have you been to any Mela? Yes, of course, you must have gone to many Melas. One is here also in Gorakhpur. Every year that comes. That is held here in Gorakhnath. That is what? Khichdi ka Mela. I think all of you must have gone. What do you see there? Oh yes, different shops and stalls. Different types of swings. Magic shows are the center of attraction for everybody, for you all and for everybody. Okay. Then harvest festivals are also celebrated. That is seasonal. Now, what is a harvest festival? Do you know? It is a celebration of the food grown on land. It's like a Thanksgiving ceremony for a good harvest. It's celebrated all over the world. Harvest means the time of year when crops are ripe and ready to be gathered. You must be knowing the names of some harvest festivals because that also you have studied in your GK. So some to I am going to tell you just now. Some of the harvest festivals in India are Onam, Pongal, Makar Sankranti, then Magh Bihu, Vaishakhi, Lohri, etc. And with the harvest festivals, we also celebrate religious festivals. And these festivals are centered around temples and shrine. Like during every religious festivals, where do we go? Naturally, we go to some temple or mosque or gurudwara. It depends on our beliefs and the religion we follow. Like Hindus go to temples, Muslims to mosques, Sikh to gurudwaras, and Christians to churches. The main motive of these festivals is that to remember and thank one God for creating us and bestowing His blessings and grace upon us. Though we call God with different names, but all of us in our prayers talk with that one God who is our Creator. So, why can't we understand the fact that one God has created us and He is impartial by giving us the natural gifts? Like, see in the book on page 5, it's written, every religion teaches us about the God who cares for all. God gave us rivers, seas, hills, and mountains without restricting them to any one religion or region. The rain falls on the good and the evil alike. The rainwater floods rivers that run down hills and mountains, washing and bathing Hindus, Muslims, Christians, and Sikh who wish to step into them. Then Hindus wear the vermilion tilak on their foreheads, Sikh wear the turban, Muslims wear their caps before prayer, Christians wear cross. These external symbols signify the God who created Hindus, Muslims, Sikh, Christian, and every other living being. So respect all religions, grow as a mature adult. In a world of such mature adults, there shall always be peace and happiness. So now I will explain this that we should understand the fact that one God has created us and He is impartial by giving us the natural gifts. And what are those natural gifts? Like rivers, seas, hills, mountains, sun, moon, stars, and all these shine without restricting their light. It shines equally on each and every one. Then it is not restricted to any particular religion. Only the man-made things are said to be mine, yours, his, and so on. We put on different things like vermilion tilak, turbans, caps, cross. What are these external things that we put on? These are different symbols of God who created us. So why do we fight when we are created by one God? I think we forget this fact and we become possessive. We must have the sense of being a human, and the uh, characteristics of humanity is to love and respect and live in harmony. Uh, Gandhiji also believed that um, all Indians, if all Indians remain united, irrespective of caste, creed, and religion, we could achieve national harmony. This was his vision to achieve national harmony. But we forget all these things. We must have the sense of being a human. Okay? And we should love each other, respect, and live in harmony, and show gratitude and appreciation. Have compassion. Learn how to communicate and stay positive, because negativity in nature and behavior is a curse and disease. Okay, so that's all for this chapter 1. Exercises and question answers I'll be uploading later in the PDF. Please go through assignment file daily and update yourself. So that's all. Thank you. God bless you.